What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Kelly Matthews. Today we're going to go through a dumbbell only athletic leg day. So this is going to be a really easy workout for you to do maybe while you're traveling in a hotel or if you have limited equipment at your gym. All you'll need is some dumbbells and yourself. We'll start with a quick warm up. So I'm gonna start with the world's greatest stretch. You'll come down into push-up position, step 1 foot up outside of your hands, and then you're gonna rotate toward that leg. Take a few breaths there, and then you can step that foot back and switch sides. We'll do 5 each side like that. From there, you're gonna press back to downward facing dog, and you're just gonna alternate pedaling your feet and stretching your calves and hamstrings. So as one heel lifts, the other one drops towards the floor. Do that for about 20 to 30 seconds. From there, widen your feet to about shoulder width distance, and we're gonna walk back into a squat position. Okay, and then we'll walk back out into a push-up. And just sit as low as you can into the squat. We'll do 5 reps of that, and then you guys can go into some body weight squats. We're gonna get 20 of these total. Once you get 20 of those, you're gonna go into some alternating reverse lunges. So step 1 foot back, drop your knee all the way to the floor. I want you to rotate slightly toward that front leg, step forward and switch. We're gonna do 20 total of these as well, so it'll be 10 on each leg. Once you finish 20 of those, the last lunge pattern we're gonna do is gonna be a lateral lunge or a Cossack squat. So we'll start in a wide stance, toes point straight ahead. You're gonna sit over to one side, feel some length along the inside of that straight leg, push back to center, and then sit to the other side. We'll do 10 on each side of these. Once you finish those up, we're gonna do some pogo hops. We are gonna do some jumping today, so you wanna make sure that you're getting some plyos in before you start. A pogo hop is pretty simple. It's a 2-foot hop, and the goal is just to get pretty bouncy off your feet. We're not bending into our knees a lot or sending our butts back. It's just gonna be a little bit of a bounce through your feet and ankles. As you start to warm up, you can start to aim to get a little more hang time with each jump. I want you guys to do that for 30 seconds total, starting small, and then you can end with some bigger pogo hops, okay? All right, once you're done with your warm up, we're gonna grab a single heavy dumbbell to start. And ideally you would have some kind of squat wedge, like I have here, to elevate your heels. If you don't have that, you can use just some thin plates. The goal is just to get a slight heel elevation, because the goal is gonna be for us to train our quads. And in order to do that, we wanna be able to get into a really low squat. I'm gonna grab my dumbbell and we'll start with some squats. We're gonna do a 1.5 rep goblet squat. I love these, especially when you're a little bit limited with the weights that you have to use. And all it means is that you're gonna do 1.5 reps every time you do a rep. So we're gonna come all the way down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up, and that's 1 rep, okay? So we're gonna bring our dumbbell up to goblet grip. The best way to do that is to kind of clean it up, especially when you're using a heavier dumbbell. So you're gonna start with it on the floor, grab by the top here, and you're gonna kind of pop it up by straightening through your knees and hips to get it up to goblet grip. Okay, so from here, we're gonna drop down low as you can get. As you can see, my hamstrings and my calves are running right into each other. I'm gonna come halfway up, all the way back down, all the way up. All right, once you finish 6 reps of those, we're gonna immediately go into some squat jumps, okay? So now that you've done a loaded exercise, we're gonna do the same pattern, but we're gonna do it unloaded and we're gonna do it really explosively. So start with your feet in a comfortable stance for you. It might be different depending on your anatomy and how you feel the most powerful. But you're gonna start with your feet square, arms up overhead, and this is meant to be a really, really powerful, explosive squat jump. It's not like a Group X fitness class squat jump. So you're gonna start up really tall. You're gonna throw your arms back and load up. Hips go back, knees bend, and then you're gonna explode up, arms come up. Okay, we never wanna jump. I don't even remember how to do it, but you don't wanna go like that. Okay, it's counterproductive. So arms go with you. Start tall, back, explode, stick the landing. All right, 6 of those, take a rest. I would suggest resting 90 seconds to 2 minutes, and we're gonna do 3 total sets of that. Once you finish your 3 sets of squats and squat jumps, we're gonna move on to some dumbbell RDLs. You do want these to be fairly heavy for you. We're gonna be shooting for sets of 8 to 12, and I don't want you leaving more than 1 to 2 reps left in the tank. We're gonna do these at a slower tempo as well. I think that's one of the best factors that you can kind of manipulate when you're working with limited equipment. So especially if maybe you only have dumbbells that go up to 25 or 30 pounds and you need to make it more challenging, slow your tempo down and increase your reps. So we're gonna go 8 to 12 here. We're gonna go 3 seconds on the way down and then regular tempo on the way up. So you'll grab your dumbbells. Ugh. You wanna start with them kind of out in front of your thighs, feet, hips width distance apart. Initiate by pushing your hips back. Keep the dumbbells really close to you. Little hold at the bottom, and then come on up. So we're down for 3, 2, 1, drive up. Whew. It's tough. Once you hit that point where you feel like you maybe have 1 to 2 reps left to give, that should be the end of your set. So we're not gonna go all the way to failure, but you're gonna get pretty close. We're gonna go 3 sets of this as well. All right, guys, up next, we're gonna do some walking lunges. So you need 2 dumbbells. We are gonna superset this with some lunge jumps, so be prepared for that. You wanna start with your dumbbells by your sides. You're gonna take a step forward, and I want you to slightly shift your hips over toward your working side and slightly rotate your torso. Your back knee should touch the ground each time very lightly. Step forward, and then switch sides. Once you get 10 to 12 on each side, using the same parameters, 1 to 2 reps left in the tank, we're gonna go right into some lunge jumps. So you're gonna start in a split stance, 1 foot out in front of the other. You wanna load up. You can either go, kind of athletic running arms, or you can use both arms the way you did with the squat jump. So we're gonna drop down. You're gonna switch your feet in the air. You wanna land every time touching that knee down to the ground. We wanna get really deep into these lunges. 12 total of those, and then take a nice long rest. I would take about 2 minutes there before you finish with 2 more sets after that. We're gonna do 3 sets of everything. The last exercise we'll do today is just like the one we did in the warm-up. We're gonna do Cossack squats, but we're gonna do it with a goblet grip. So you wanna bring your dumbbell up, keep it away from your chest, try not to rest it. In here, come to a wide stance. You're gonna sit over to one side, get nice and low. You wanna break 90 degrees with your working knee, press up and go right to the other side. Try not to spend too much time at the top here. You almost wanna pretend like you're doing this under a low ceiling. When you come up, think about pushing through the outside of your working foot. We're gonna go 20 to 24 total here. Once you finish 3 sets of those, you are done for the day. That's your dumbbell only leg day. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. And you can also find me on Instagram and TikTok at Kelly L. Matthews. I'll see you guys next time.